The gaming industry was shaken to its core in September 2022, when over 90 videos of early development footage from Grand Theft Auto 6, GTA 6, leaked online. This unprecedented breach at Rockstar Games revealed glimpses of what could be one of the most graphically advanced open-world games ever created. The leak sparked intense debate within gaming communities about whether GTA 6's visual fidelity could surpass even games built on Unreal Engine 5, widely considered the industry's gold standard for realistic graphics. This analysis explores the technical aspects, implications, and reality behind these claims. The leaked footage, though representing an early development build, showed remarkable attention to detail that immediately captured the attention of both casual gamers and industry professionals. The videos depicted various gameplay scenarios, set in what appeared to be a fictionalized version of Miami, known in the GTA universe as Vice City, featuring two protagonists, a male and female character, in various criminal activities. What made this leak particularly significant wasn't just the breach of security, but what it revealed about Rockstar's technical ambitions. Even in this unfinished state, several graphical elements stood out. Advanced character animations, realistic lighting systems, detailed environmental interactions, and a level of world building that suggested Rockstar was pushing boundaries far beyond their previous title, GTA V, which itself set standards when released in 2013. Understanding the technical foundation, the Rage Engine legacy. Rockstar Games has historically relied on its proprietary game engine called RAGE, Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. First introduced in 2006 with Rockstar Games Presents Table Tennis, this engine has powered some of the most successful open-world games in history, including GTA 4, GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption, and Red Dead Redemption 2. The Rage Engine has evolved significantly over nearly 2 decades. With each iteration, Rockstar has added new rendering techniques, physics systems, and optimization methods. By the time Red Dead Redemption 2 launched in 2018, the engine demonstrated capabilities that rivaled or exceeded many contemporary engines in specific areas, particularly in natural environment rendering, weather systems, and animal AI. For GTA 6, Rockstar has reported Epic Games' Unreal Engine 5, released in 2022, revolutionized real-time graphics with 2 groundbreaking technologies, Nanite and Lumen. Nanite is a virtualized geometry system that allows developers to import film-quality assets with millions of polygons directly into games without significant performance penalties. Lumen is a fully dynamic global illumination solution that creates realistic lighting without the need for pre-baked light maps or light probes. These technologies, combined with UE5's advanced material system, particle effects, and developer-friendly tools, have made it the engine of choice for numerous AAA studios. Games like Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, The Matrix Awakens demo, and upcoming titles like CD Projekt Red's next Witcher game showcase the engine's capabilities. However, Unreal Engine 5, being a general-purpose engine, must balance flexibility with specialization. It's designed to handle various game types, from linear narrative experiences to competitive multiplayers to open-world adventures. This versatility is both a strength and, in some specific use cases, a limitation. Character models and animation. One of the most striking elements from the GTA 6 leak was the character modeling and animation quality. The protagonists displayed facial expressions with subtle nuances, micro-expressions that conveyed emotion beyond simple happiness or anger. This level of detail suggests Rockstar may be utilizing advanced facial capture technology, possibly similar to or exceeding the systems used in Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar has historically invested heavily in motion capture and procedural animation. Their Euphoria physics engine, integrated into RAGE, creates dynamic, context-sensitive animations that respond to environmental factors. When a character is shot in GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption 2, they don't simply play a death animation. They stumble realistically based on bullet impact location, momentum, and surrounding obstacles. Unreal Engine 5 games also feature impressive character models. The Matrix Awakens demo showcased incredibly detailed human faces with realistic skin shading, accurate eye rendering, and natural hair simulation. However, in open-world contexts with hundreds of NPCs simultaneously active, maintaining this level of detail becomes challenging. The key difference lies in optimization philosophy, environmental detail, and world building. The leaked GTA 6 footage revealed environments with extraordinary density. Buildings featured intricate architectural details with realistic weathering, graffiti, and texture variation. Vegetation appeared varied and realistic, swaying naturally in wind. Streets were littered with debris, newspapers, and environmental storytelling elements that made the world feel lived in. Rockstar's approach to open-world design has always emphasized density and interactivity. In Red Dead Redemption 2, players could observe individual blades of grass responding to their movements, snow that accumulated realistically on surfaces and character clothing, and mud that caked onto boots and horse hooves with appropriate physics. Unreal Engine 5's nanite technology theoretically allows for unlimited geometric detail, enabling developers to place assets with millions of polygons without traditional polygon budgeting concerns. Games utilizing this technology can feature environments with film-quality assets throughout. However, implementing such detail across a massive open world while maintaining performance targets remains challenging. The leaked GTA 6 footage suggested Rockstar is taking a hybrid approach, combining procedural generation systems, handcrafted details, and advanced LOD, level of detail systems, to create environments that maintain visual fidelity at various distances and scales. Lighting and atmosphere. Lighting is perhaps the most critical element in achieving photorealism. The way light bounces, scatters, and interacts with surfaces fundamentally determines whether a scene looks believable or artificial. From the leaked footage, GTA 6 appears to implement advanced lighting techniques, possibly including ray-traced global illumination, realistic shadow systems, and atmospheric scattering that creates convincing day-night cycles and weather transitions. Interior spaces shown in the leak displayed realistic light bounce, light from windows illuminating adjacent walls with appropriate color bleeding and softness. Unreal Engine 5's Lumen system provides dynamic global illumination that updates in real time without pre-baking. This allows for dynamic lighting scenarios where time of day, weather, and movable light sources all interact realistically. The technology is impressive, but it also demands significant computational resources. Rockstar's lighting approach, refined over years of developing open-world games, likely employs a combination of techniques. They may use ray tracing for specific effects, reflections, shadows, ambient occlusion, while relying on highly optimized rasterization techniques for global illumination, particularly on console hardware where ray tracing performance remains limited. Material and surface quality. Materials, how surfaces respond to light, are crucial for realism. Metal should reflect differently than wood. Wet surfaces should appear different from dry ones, and these properties should change based on lighting conditions and viewing angles. The leaked GTA 6 footage showed impressive material variety. Car paint displayed realistic metallic reflections with appropriate specular highlights. Wet streets reflected surrounding lights with convincing intensity. Skin appeared to have proper subsurface scattering, where light penetrates the surface and scatters, creating the translucent quality real skin possesses. Unreal Engine 5 includes an advanced material editor that allows artists to create photorealistic surfaces. The engine supports physically based rendering, PBR workflows, ensuring materials respond to light in realistic ways. Many UE5 showcases feature stunning material work, from the gleaming streets in the Matrix demo to the organic surfaces in various tech demonstrations. Both approaches can achieve photorealistic materials, but the implementation challenges differ. In a massive open world, maintaining material quality across thousands of assets while managing memory and performance requires specialized optimization that a custom engine can provide. Physics and destruction. Physics systems contribute significantly to perceived realism. How objects fall, collide, break, and interact with characters and environments affects immersion as much as visual fidelity. Rockstar's games have featured impressive physics since Grand Theft Auto 4 introduced the Euphoria engine. Characters respond dynamically to forces, objects have weight and momentum, and destruction occurs in contextually appropriate ways. Red Dead Redemption 2 took this further with realistic animal physics, environmental destruction, and intricate interaction systems. The GTA 6 leak suggested enhanced physics systems. Debris scattered convincingly, characters moved with realistic weight and inertia, and environmental interactions appeared more sophisticated than in previous Rockstar titles. Unreal Engine 5 includes Chaos, a physics and destruction system capable of creating complex simulations. Demonstrations have shown realistic fracturing, deformation, and particle systems. However, in open-world contexts with numerous simultaneous physics objects, optimization becomes critical. Water and fluid simulation. Water rendering has historically been a significant challenge in real-time graphics. Creating convincing oceans, rivers, rain, and splashes requires sophisticated simulation and rendering techniques. Given that GTA 6 is reportedly set in a Miami-inspired location with extensive coastlines, canals, and waterways, water rendering is crucial. While the leaked footage quality made definitive assessments difficult, there appeared to be advanced water systems with realistic reflections, refractions, and wave dynamics. Rockstar demonstrated impressive water technology in Red Dead Redemption 2, with rivers that flowed convincingly, rain that accumulated realistically. The realism question: can GTA 6 beat Unreal Engine 5? Defining realism. To answer whether GTA 6's graphics can beat Unreal Engine 5, we must first define what we mean by realism and beat. Photorealism involves several components: visual fidelity, resolution, texture quality, geometric detail, lighting accuracy, how light behaves physically, material authenticity, how surfaces respond to light, animation quality, how characters and objects move, environmental believability, how worlds feel lived in and coherent, artistic direction, how technical elements serve overall aesthetic vision. A game can excel technically but fail artistically, or vice versa. The most realistic-looking games balance cutting-edge technology with strong artistic vision. Where GTA 6 likely excels: specialized optimization. Rockstar's single-minded focus on open-world crime games allows them to optimize every engine system for that specific purpose. They don't need versatility, they need perfection within their niche. Integrated systems. Because Rockstar controls every aspect of their engine and game, they can ensure all systems work together seamlessly. AI, physics, rendering, and gameplay systems can be deeply integrated in ways difficult to achieve with third-party engines. Budget and development time. Rockstar can invest hundreds of millions of dollars and nearly a decade of development into GTA 6. This unprecedented resource allocation allows for technical achievements beyond what most studios can attempt. Experience and iteration. Rockstar has been refining their open-world technology for over 2 decades. Each game builds on lessons learned from previous titles, creating institutional knowledge that gives them advantages in specific areas. Animation and character work. Rockstar's investment in motion capture, facial animation, and procedural systems is unmatched. Their characters move and express emotion in ways that typically exceed even high-budget Unreal Engine 5 games. Where Unreal Engine 5 likely excels: cutting-edge technology. Epic Games invests heavily in research and development, pushing boundaries with technologies like Nanite and Lumen that represent fundamental advances in real-time rendering. Flexibility. Unreal Engine 5 can handle diverse game types and artistic styles. Its tools support everything from photorealistic graphics to stylized aesthetics. Developer accessibility. UE5's visual scripting, comprehensive tools, and extensive documentation make it accessible to developers of various skill levels. Rockstar's engine is proprietary and undocumented externally. Community and ecosystem. Thousands of developers contribute plugins, assets, and knowledge to the Unreal ecosystem, accelerating development and innovation. Rapid advancement. Epic continuously updates Unreal Engine, adding new features and optimizations. By the time GTA 6 releases, UE5 may have advanced significantly beyond its current state. The leak's impact on expectations. Hype versus reality. The leak created enormous hype, but also unrealistic expectations. What viewers saw was an early development build. Games look significantly worse during early development than at release. Lighting may be placeholder, textures unfinished, effects disabled for testing, and optimization non-existent. Judging a game's final graphics based on leaked development footage is like judging a movie based on on-set phone recordings. The raw material is there, but countless layers of polish, post-processing, and refinement occur before release. Additionally, the leak's low video quality made definitive assessments impossible. Compression artifacts, low resolution, and capture method limitations obscure details. Some impressive elements may have looked better than they actually were, while others may have appeared worse. Rockstar's response. Rockstar confirmed the leak's authenticity, but emphasized the footage showed an early development version. They expressed disappointment about the breach, but remained confident in the game's development. This response suggested the final product would look substantially better than what leaked. Game development typically follows a curve, where visuals improve dramatically in the final 12 to 18 months as systems finalize, optimization occurs, and polish is applied. If the leak occurred when the game was still years from release, the final graphics could exceed the leaked footage significantly. Technical deep dives. Ray tracing implementation. Ray tracing simulates how light behaves physically by tracing light rays as they bounce through a scene. This creates realistic reflections, shadows, and global illumination, but demands enormous computational resources. Modern consoles can perform ray tracing, but with limitations. Games typically implement ray tracing for specific effects rather than full path tracing. Common approaches include ray-traced reflections, realistic mirror and water reflections, ray-traced shadows, accurate, soft shadows from multiple light sources, ray-traced ambient occlusion, realistic shadowing in surface crevices, ray-traced global illumination, realistic light bounce between surfaces. GTA 6 likely implements selective ray tracing, using it where most impactful for visual quality, while relying on optimized rasterization elsewhere. This hybrid approach balances visual fidelity with performance. Unreal Engine 5's Lumen doesn't require hardware ray tracing, using software ray tracing and screen space techniques to achieve similar results with better performance. However, when hardware ray tracing is available, Lumen can leverage it for enhanced quality. The question isn't whether one approach is absolutely better, but which better serves each game's specific needs. For GTA 6's urban environment, with numerous reflective surfaces, car paint, windows, wet streets, ray-traced reflections would significantly enhance realism. Procedural generation and AI. Modern game development increasingly relies on procedural generation and machine learning to create content at scales impossible through pure handcrafting. Rockstar likely uses procedural systems for vegetation placement, distributing millions of plants, trees, and grass realistically, building interiors, generating varied apartment and shop interiors, NPC routines, creating believable daily schedules for thousands of characters, traffic patterns, simulating realistic vehicle flow, weather systems, creating dynamic, believable weather transitions. Machine learning potentially assists with animation cleanup, smoothing motion captured data, texture upscaling, enhancing texture resolution. NPC behavior, creating more sophisticated AI responses. Procedural asset variation, generating varied versions of assets. Unreal Engine 5 supports similar technologies, but Rockstar's custom tools, refined over decades, may offer advantages in specific applications. Streaming and data management. Open-world games must stream assets constantly as players explore. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S's SSD technology revolutionizes streaming, allowing near-instantaneous asset loading. Rockstar's streaming systems have been industry-leading since Grand Theft Auto 4. They pioneered techniques for seamlessly loading city sections without loading screens, maintaining player immersion. GTA 6's streaming systems, built specifically for SSD technology, likely represent a significant advancement. This affects graphics by allowing higher quality assets, more detailed textures and models, greater asset variety, less repetition of objects and textures, faster LOD transitions, smoother quality changes with distance, richer environments, more objects and detail per area. Unreal Engine 5's streaming systems are also highly advanced, but Rockstar's specific focus gives them potential advantages in an open-world context. Artistic direction and stylistic choices. The Rockstar aesthetic. Rockstar games have a distinctive aesthetic, not pure photorealism, but a stylized realism that emphasizes cinematic presentation, strong color grading, and attention to cultural details. Their worlds feel authentic, not just because of technical fidelity, but because of careful attention to architecture, signage, cultural artifacts, and environmental storytelling. GTA's satire of American culture requires this authenticity. The games mock real-world excess, consumerism, and crime through exaggeration. But this only works if the foundation feels believable. This artistic direction means raw technical comparisons miss part of the equation. A technically inferior game with stronger artistic vision can feel more realistic than a technically superior game with weak art direction. Photorealism versus artistic vision. The most photorealistic graphics don't necessarily create the best gaming experiences. Artistic choices about color palette, composition, pacing, and environmental design matter enormously. Unreal Engine 5 enables various artistic styles. Games like Fortnite use stylized graphics, while others pursue photorealism. The engine doesn't dictate style, developers do. The question of whether GTA 6 beats Unreal Engine 5 games ultimately depends on artistic execution as much as technical capability. A thoughtfully designed world with slightly lesser technical fidelity can feel more realistic than a technical showcase lacking artistic coherence. Industry implications. The custom engine debate. GTA 6's graphics quality has implications for the ongoing industry debate about custom versus licensed engines. As Unreal Engine 5 dominates, some question whether custom engines remain worthwhile, given the enormous development and maintenance costs. However, Rockstar's success with Rage demonstrates that specialized custom engines can achieve results difficult or impossible with general-purpose engines. The key is, for Rockstar, making the best open-world crime games, a custom engine makes sense. For smaller studios or those making different game types, Unreal Engine's versatility, support, and rapid development advantages are compelling. Setting new standards. Regardless of how GTA 6 compares to Unreal Engine 5 games, it will likely set new standards for open-world graphics. Rockstar's releases typically force competitors to elevate their own efforts, advancing the industry overall. When GTA 5 launched in 2013, its graphical fidelity, scale, and scope were unprecedented for open-world games. Competitors spent years catching up. GTA 6 will likely have similar impact, pushing both custom and licensed engines to improve. Player expectations. High-profile releases like GTA 6 shape player expectations. If it delivers visuals exceeding current standards, players will expect similar quality from other AAA games, pressuring developers and publishers to invest more in visual fidelity. This can be positive, advancing visual technology, but also problematic, as escalating graphics expectations increase development costs and timelines, potentially pricing smaller studios out of AAA competition. Realistic expectations for release. What we can reasonably expect. Based on the leak, Rockstar's track record, and technical considerations, reasonable expectations for GTA 6's graphics include exceptional character models, detailed, expressive characters with industry-leading animation quality, building on Red Dead Redemption 2's achievements. Dense, detailed environments. A vast open world with architectural variety, environmental storytelling, and consistent quality across the entire map. Advanced lighting. Ray tracing for reflections and potentially other effects, with sophisticated time of day and weather systems creating atmospheric variety. Impressive water rendering. Given the coastal setting, expect cutting-edge water technology with realistic waves, reflections, and interactions. Technical polish. Rockstar's attention to detail means minimal bugs, consistent performance, and extensive optimization. Artistic excellence. Beyond technical capability, expect strong art direction that makes the world feel authentic and immersive. What may be overhyped? Some expectations from the leak may prove unrealistic. Perfect photorealism. No game achieves perfect photorealism. GTA 6 will excel in areas while making compromises elsewhere for performance. Zero performance issues. Even with optimization, a game this ambitious will likely have performance challenges, particularly at launch. Consistent quality everywhere. Open-world games always balance detail across locations. Some areas will be more polished than others. Revolutionary new technology. While technically impressive, GTA 6 will likely use refined existing technologies rather than fundamentally new approaches. Conclusion. Beyond simple comparisons, the question of whether GTA 6's graphics beat Unreal Engine 5 is fundamentally misframed. It's not about one game engine versus another, but about how specific technologies serve specific creative visions. Unreal Engine 5 represents a remarkable technological achievement, democratizing advanced graphics capabilities and enabling developers to create stunning visuals with unprecedented efficiency. Its versatility ensures it will power incredible games across genres for years to come. GTA 6, built on Rockstar's proprietary Rage engine, represents a different philosophy: specialized optimization and decade-long refinement focused on one specific type of game. This specialization allows Rockstar to push boundaries in areas most important to their vision. The leaked footage, despite being early and low quality, suggested Rockstar is creating something visually exceptional. Whether it technically beats Unreal Engine 5 games depends on specific metrics, but the more important question is whether it achieves Rockstar's artistic vision and creates an immersive, believable world that serves the gameplay and story. Based on Rockstar's track record, extensive development time, enormous budget, and the glimpses provided by the leak, GTA 6 will likely rank among the most visually impressive games ever created. It may excel in character animation, environmental density, and systemic complexity. Unreal Engine 5 games may surpass it in specific technical features like geometric detail through nanite or certain lighting scenarios with Lumen. Ultimately, players benefit from this competition, whether through custom engines like RAGE or licensed engines like Unreal. The pursuit of visual excellence drives innovation that advances gaming for everyone. GTA 6 and Unreal Engine 5 represent different paths toward the same goal: creating believable, immersive virtual worlds that captivate players and push the boundaries of interactive entertainment. As we await GTA 6's official release, likely in 2025 or beyond, the excitement stems not from technical specifications, but from the promise of a meticulously crafted world that combines cutting-edge technology with Rockstar's signature attention to detail, satire, and storytelling. That combination, not graphics technology alone, is what will determine whether GTA 6 achieves the revolutionary impact many expect. The gaming industry watches eagerly to see whether Rockstar's enormous investment in proprietary technology pays off, or whether the flexibility and rapid advancement of engines like Unreal Engine 5 represent the future. The answer will likely be both, as different approaches serve different needs, and the resulting competition drives everyone to create better, more impressive games.